Hello, my gorgeous Capricorns. Cappy, it's that time again. This is your reading. This is November 2025. And Capricorn, in meditation, I simply saw somebody reaching into a waste paper basket, taking out a scrumpled piece of paper and pulling it apart and flattening it out on the table. What I think we've got here is you revisiting something that you may have decided wasn't going to work. It could be a venture, a project, it could be a relationship, but you need to straighten something out first for this to work. All right, Michael's saying that's the main message, so let's delve in. Here we go, guys. The deck that I'm using is the Divination Tarot. If you want a private reading, everything is down below. The prices are there, the reading options are there, the link is there to join the channel, and the decks are there too. So Capricorn, you're straightening something out, looking at it again. Or it could be you're looking at something again, but you need to straighten a few things out first. I'm now hearing the chicken and the egg. Okay, do I try to look at a situation again and then straighten a few things out? Or do I straighten a few things out first and then delve back into this? That could be the decision you're trying to make. All right. I'm hearing challenging convention. I'm also hearing internal politics. Okay. I'm now seeing somebody looking at a pipe and they're looking at it thinking, okay, you know, is this going to work? It's a rusty pipe. They're trying to decipher how far it's rusted. Has the rust permeated inside the pipe, which is going to prevent the water coming through, or is it just surface level? Capricorn, I don't know what this is, guys. You may know. Is it going to prevent the water running through? Okay. Is it going to prevent somebody getting back into their emotion or not? Is the emotion still there or not? Okay, I don't know why. I'm now seeing a yellow balloon and a red balloon. Yellow or red? Yellow or red? I don't know. How strange. Okay, guys. Somebody will know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Let's hope so. Let's get into this. So, Capricorn. Interesting, yes. I'm hearing the eighth draft. The eighth draft, something about 8. What goes around comes around, the infinity symbol. 8 of Pentacles. Are you going through an 8th draft of something, Capricorn? Or are you trying to line something up here, but you don't know whether or not it's worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth working on this? Again, I'm hearing again. 7 of Pentacles. You may be looking at time, energy, effort you put into this before and it didn't come to anything. You may feel as if you wasted time in the past. You may also be looking at past mistakes financially. But we have a 7 and we have an 8. So I think you're trying to make some kind of progress, although it may be painstakingly slow. In the past, the Lovers, there might have been a connection with a Gemini, or you had a choice to make, Happy. After that time, oh my word, okay, 10 of Swords, there was betrayal. This ended really badly. This ended really badly. Okay, guys. And it might have been a shock, because this is you blissfully happy. This is you feeling, oh my God, it's just over. It's just over. This person may have deceived you, betrayed you. It might have been, I'm hearing almost at the last minute. Everything was fine until the last minute. Did this person get cold feet? Did they do something unforgivable? You're thinking, is it worth putting energy into this again? In your thoughts, 6 of Wands. You may be wondering, Capricorn, whether or not this person just wants to win you. Is this about ego? Is this them wanting to just lock you down? Be successful in doing that after betraying you? Or Cappy, you may be thinking that you have a lot on your plate. You could have a great career. You could be zooming up the career ladder. You could be well respected for the work that you do. I feel as if, Cappy, your life is going really well, and somebody's jumping back into your life who betrayed you in the past, and you're thinking, is it worth my time? Is it worth my time? Okay. In the immediate future, Knight of Pentacles. Capricorn, you're looking at this pentacle very carefully. You're holding it up to the light, seeing whether or not it's real. Is this real, or is this fake gold? You may be trying to figure out whether or not somebody's being honest with you, genuine with you. You're taking your time. This horse is stock still, and you're wearing battle gear as if you're expecting a war, or as if you're expecting a bit of an argument here. You may be in protection mode, protecting yourself, wanting to protect yourself. You're thinking about things, Capricorn, but you're not making a move. In your fears, what you're fearing, Capricorn, is this is simply over with the world. You may also be fearing, Capricorn, that this is somebody who's trying to seduce you, wanting to win, but you're not sure whether or not you can trust this person. You're just not sure. In this person's energy, whoever they are, wow, okay, they faced a tower moment. Capricorn, be careful that this person isn't running to you, because a situation they were in has suddenly crumbled. Or make sure they're not running to you, seeing you all victorious, doing well, because they may have financial issues that they want you to sort out for them. So make sure this person is moving towards you with the right intentions, Capricorn. Be careful. In your hopes, guys, Emperor. Hoping, Capricorn, that this person is going to do the right thing, is going to act with integrity. Hoping that also this isn't someone who simply wants to take control of you. And the outcome. All right, Knight of Swords. Capricorn, you're asking some questions. And this is you flying towards this person saying, okay, what's really going on here? What's really going on here? Because I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I think this is you, Capricorn, believing this person is being strategic, or they have other intentions. and you're wanting answers before you take this seriously. Clarification for you, the Hermit, the Sage. Virgo energy. Capricorn, you've done a lot of thinking, soul searching. You spent a lot of time on your own. You've done a lot of inner reflection. You've worked on yourself. You could be thinking of a Virgo for some of you. Four of Swords, again, contemplation, healing after a battle. Cappy, I think you withdrew. You detached from someone to heal after they betrayed you. This is very painful. They're coming back in. You're tempted, Capricorn, to see if this is going to work again. But you're very nervous. I think you want to straighten a few things out with this person first before deciding to give them another chance. But what you may find out, Capricorn, may stop you in your tracks, because you may realize this person may not be coming back simply because they love you and they miss you and they're sorry. This person may be coming back, Capricorn, because something in their life has just disintegrated. They may want you to hang on to. They may be feeling ungrounded. They may be needing something from you. Now, Cappy, you are a compassionate sign. You're very loving, very caring. If they've had a difficult time of it, your first instinct may well be, of course I'm here. Of course I can help you. Tell me all about it. You know, are you okay? But why do I get a feeling, Capricorn, that this is someone who is desperate somehow? This isn't a question of you talking to this person and saying, it's okay, you've had a rough time of it, or don't worry about it. You know, if you want me to give you some advice, I'm here. This is someone, Capricorn, who may not have anywhere to live. They may have lost their job. And even though, Caps, you got a heart of gold, you're looking at this person saying to you that they want to be with you again, they want to work things out, but you're looking at the pentacle thinking, well, hang on, is this someone genuinely wanting to be with me, or are they wanting a safe place to land? I've got to say that. And I hate to rain on your parade, guys, but that's what I'm getting. Let's have a look at this person's energy. Yeah, they're in survival mode. It's as if they've left a burning building, they found a boat, and the first thing they're thinking about is, okay, Capricorn will sort everything out. Capricorn will help me. I can rely on Capricorn. I feel, guys, you may be, I'm hearing their last resort. Oh, gosh. Three of Swords. Because something has happened which has caused them a lot of heartbreak. They faced a tower moment. And they're running straight from this burning building onto this boat, and they're heading in your direction. You're there thinking, is this worth it? Is this really worth it? Does this person genuinely want to be with me, or do they have ulterior motives? I have to say that. I've also got to say, Capricorn, it could be a little bit of both. It could be. This is someone who may want to move to calmer waters with you because they know they broke your heart in the past, caused you betrayal. But Cappy, it took you a long time to get over this. This wasn't easy. Underneath the deck, the Two of Cups. You fell in love with this person, Capricorn, but you may have realized you fell in love with a player, or you fell in love with somebody who wasn't ready to commit, or you fell in love with somebody who rushed off in another direction. Nine of Swords. Whoever this was, Capricorn, this was very stressful for you. You had sleepless nights about this. They're coming back again, and you just don't know what to do. I think the first protocol, Cappy, is for you to ask a lot of questions, which I think you're going to do. You may not like the answers, to be honest. But this is you wanting to figure out what's actually happened in this person's life since you last saw them. And secondly, you may want to ask them what they're running from. What are you running from? What's going on here? I mean, why now? Why communicate with me now? You're suspicious, Cappy, and for good reason. And for good reason. Okay, let's begin, my beautiful caps. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about the 8 of coins and the 7 of coins. Do I want to work on a situation from the past that was a bit of a waste of my time? Do I want to work on this or not? Yeah. Do I still have emotion for this person? Could this spark up again? Could this spark up again? Scorpio energy, death card. Could we transform the situation? Could this work out? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Pisces energy, Cancerian energy with a high priestess. Is this really over, or could this work? Could this work? You're trying to use your intuition. You're trying to figure out whether or not, I'm hearing you're just going to feel like a fool. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're trying to figure out whether or not you're just going to feel like a fool with the Fool card, or whether or not this could actually work. You're nervous, guys. You're very, very nervous. Temperance. You're being guided by the angels. You do have love for this person still. You do. And you may know you've been coasting, Capricorn. You may have thought about this person from time to time. Could be a Sag for some of you. But you just don't know whether you're going to end up in a difficult situation again, where they may run out on you, they may just disconnect, they may hurt you again. You're very nervous, guys. Let's have a look at the Lovers. At one point, Cappy, you too, I'm hearing, were like peas in a pod. You two were like peas in a pod. A lot of emotion, a lot of love, a lot of togetherness. You might even have thought, Capricorn, you were going to marry this person. I'm almost seeing 2 people here at an altar. You thought this was going to last forever, Capricorn. But it didn't. You may have ended up realizing you were just this person's lover. Or you could have been badly hurt by a Gemini. Or this person suddenly ran out on you and left you in the 10 of Swords. Tell us about the past. Tell us about the past. Okay. They left you out in the cold. We have 2 people in the snow outside a church thinking, what the hell just happened, right? 5 of Cups. There was a lot of sadness. There was a lot of sadness. Shrouded in sadness. Looking at what you'd lost. But you held back. You didn't run after this person. You held back the lion. You held back getting angry. You held back running after this person. You just let them go. And I'm feeling very emotional for someone. Leo, for some of you. After that time, with the energy of the 10 of Swords, you had to come to terms with the fact that this was done. Yeah, okay, Pisces energy. You had to come to terms with the fact that you self-sacrificed for this person. But it didn't actually go anywhere. This is basically you thinking, well, that was a waste of time. That was a waste of time. Wheel of Destiny. You moved into a new cycle, Capricorn, but you couldn't help but feel that you met this person for a reason. They were your person. Despite betraying you, they were your person. This was really, really tough for you. 10 of Wands. You sat feeling really burdened. It's as if I don't quite know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. You were pulled in two different directions, or you may, Cappy, have symbolically just jumped in your car and just drove, right? I just need to get out of here. You could have moved to a new location. You could have moved to another property. It's as if you just thought, I have to have some kind of progress in my life. I've got to forget about this. I've got to concentrate on something else. And you were victorious in doing that. So what you're thinking about now is this person still sat in ego, right? You may wonder whether or not this person just wants to win you back. Or you may wonder whether or not this person is just wanting a safe haven. Maybe they see you sat in the Six of Wands, very successful, and you're worried that may be the reason they're coming back. There may be a part of you, Capricorn, that is quietly pleased about this in a strange way. It's as if, yeah, you left me, you betrayed me, and now you want to come back to me. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. It's as if now the ball is in your court, the power is in your hands, and it may be really difficult, Cappy, to stay humble, because it's almost as if you want to say to this person, oh yeah, you're back. Yeah, I thought you would be. So let's have a look at what else you're thinking about. This is Leo energy. Six of Wands. The Moon. Very strong Cancerian energy. Wow. The Moon and the Chariot. You're sitting in a little bit of fear, Capricorn. You're nervous. You're nervous. Okay, and we have the Empress. Are you nervous, Capricorn, because you feel that this person may be finally ready to get married? Are you nervous, Capricorn, because you feel that this person is your person? You can't deny it. But this is someone who may not have treated you well in the past. Taurian energy, Libra energy. Or you could be a female, Cappy, who knows? 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Capricorn, for some of you, you are a masculine. And I'm sorry for my girls out there. You are a masculine. You're worried this person is either wanting safe haven, they're wanting to marry you because they want to sit in the 10 of Pentacles. This is someone who's had a tower moment. They're in a boat, they're in survival mode, and they're leaping towards you, saying to you, oh, I'm ready to get married now, Capricorn, because they think that, you know, you're stable financially. You may worry about that. It may well be, Capricorn, that if this was someone that you later found out was married to somebody else, you were just their lover. That's why you left, heartbroken. You may be wondering, are they still married? I mean, they're rushing towards me again because the tower's hit. They want to move to calmer waters with me. They're heartbroken. But are they heartbroken about me, or are they heartbroken because they've lost some form of stability? Again, are they moving towards me for the wrong reason? What else is on your mind? The Hierophant, strong Taurian energy. The Empress and the Hierophant. So, Cappy, you're either wondering whether or not this person is still married. Are they rushing towards you, still married, wanting a fling? Or is this person wanting to lock you down to marry you because something in their life has crumbled and they're clutching at straws. So guys, in the immediate future, this is you. You're coming through in masculine energy, but take it as it resonates, guys. I think this is you, stock still. You're deciding to meet this person, but it's as if you've pulled your horse up short halfway through the journey, and you're looking at this pentacle thinking, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? This person may have sort of sent you an SOS. They may have said to you, Cappy, 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 I really need to see you. Oh my God, I've faced a tower moment. I don't know what to do. And of course you're there, sort of knight in shining armour, wanting to save the day, but you don't want to be made a fool of. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower for Capricorn? Thank you, Michael. 13th of December. He's pointing forward. Okay. I'm hearing a woman say, well, maybe I could just stay with you. Well, maybe I could just stay with you. Cappy, you're not going to say anything. I'm not hearing a reply. Yes, I'm now hearing, we'll see how things go. We'll just see how things go. You're not giving any guarantees, any promises at all, because you don't know if you really trust this. You still don't know. They may be wanting to stay with you for a period of time. You may be worried about that. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, well, if it doesn't work out and they've kind of moved in, it's going to be difficult in the nicest sense to ask them to leave. It may be if they were married, something's happened in their marriage and they're running towards you. But you don't just want to be a plaster over a deep wound, Cappy. You deserve more than that. You may feel that as soon as this person's gotten over the tower, they're going to pack their bags and leave, and you're going to be back in the Ten of Swords. So let's have a look, guys, at the tower. What is this person's energy? Why is this person sitting in the rubble of the tower? What's going on? Okay. Because the King of Wands has taken action. Tell us about the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. There was a massive blow up with a King of Wands. There was a massive argument with a King of Wands, a lot of drama, a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting, and I think this person just left. They've left a rather chaotic situation behind. Judgment. And they had to face Judgment Day, but they're not facing Judgment Day. They're simply escaping and heading in your direction. Tell us about Judgment, Sag energy. Okay. Capricorn, I think this person is a feminine. I think whoever this is had a massive row with a King of Wands who asked them to face Judgment Day because they were actually thinking of you in another area. This is the quintessential husband and wife who have a massive row because the husband finds out that the wife is hankering after somebody else, aka you, Capricorn. And I think this woman has said to this King of Wands, okay, well, I don't want drama about this. I'm just leaving. I'm just going. But they don't have anywhere to go. So Capricorn, they're heading towards you, hoping their ships are going to come in with you. What was the argument about? The Five of Swords. So this woman sabotaged the relationship with the King of Wands. There was a massive argument. She might have done something to upset him. And she basically said, okay, I'm leaving. And she's just heading in your direction. You're there thinking, oh my gosh, finally she wants to commit. Finally, she's serious about me. No, Capricorn, she's looking for a safe haven. She's escaping a very difficult commitment where she may have sabotaged this. She's going to apologize to you, but there's a fish in that cup. Whatever she's going to tell you, I have to say you might question. You might question. What is she going to say to Capricorn? All right, she's going to say to you, oh, I've left. I just couldn't be without you. I love you so much. I feel as if I can grow and expand with you. I think you may be very happy. Let's do this. I've left my husband to be with you. No, she sabotaged the connection with her King of Wands. There was a massive row and she just stormed out. And then she thought to herself, oh shit, I've got nowhere to go. So I'm going to head towards Capricorn and make out as if I've decided I want to commit to Capricorn. She's got nowhere to live, Capricorn. You may live in another area. What is she hoping for from Capricorn? Genuinely. Okay, Cappy, be careful. She may want to hand out financially. She may ask you to lend her some money. She may want financial help. She's going to be a bit strategic. She may tell you she's ready to get divorced, but I think she needs financial help. Oh, Caps, I'm sorry, guys. What is her energy? Capricorn, she's sitting in the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, she's not telling you the truth. She has ulterior motives. She has ulterior motives, Capricorn. She wants to be indulged. She feels as if you would indulge her. She feels as if she could stay with you for a while. She'd have a roof over her head. She trusts you. But this is a woman who sabotaged the connection and feels she can't go back to her husband because she maybe ruined the relationship. What did she do in the marriage to cause the argument? Because she sabotaged, I think, a marriage. Page of Pentacles. She may have gone for an opportunity with someone which made her husband very angry. She may have gone for an opportunity with someone which made her husband angry. Because this is a woman who doesn't really love him. Okay. Cabby, she may have flirted with a guy who was much younger than her, and her husband found out and blew up on her. And she basically said, okay, well, if you don't want me to stay here, I'll go, no problem. But she's moving towards you as if you're the love of her life. She's made a decision to leave her husband. She's thinking about divorce. No, this is a woman who doesn't have much money because she's walked away from her husband, because she flirted with a guy who was much younger than her. Okay, Caps, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I think, Capricorn, you're going to meet up with her, have a drink with her, get together with her, because you want more information. You may initially be very excited that she's moved towards you. You could feel like celebrating. Oh my gosh, she's finally leaving her husband. This is great news, She's single. Oh, fantastic. No, she's not. She's still married. She's still married, Capricorn. And she doesn't have any money. What is your energy? Oh, Caps, you're all caught up in the past. This is my soulmate. This is the woman I'm supposed to marry. This is the love of my life. We're meant to be together. Cappy, I've got to say, guys, take off the rose-tinted glasses. You have to. Because otherwise you're going to get hurt again. You're all caught up in this fantasy of, oh, wow, you know, she's come back to me. You may have been obsessed about this woman coming back, but this is a toxic situation, Caps. Yeah. Ace of Swords. I think the divine is saying, cut this woman out of your life, Capricorn. She's trouble. This woman is trouble. You're going to figure out the truth, and when you do, you're going to realize she's in a really toxic situation with a furious husband who caught her flirting with a much younger guy, Page of Pentacles. She hasn't got any money, but she's still legally married. Three of Pentacles, yeah. The truth is, this is still a third-party situation. What is the divine's advice, Michael? Yeah. The advice from the divine, Capricorn, is to hold on to your money and hold back from this woman. It may be the hardest thing you've ever had to do, because everything inside you will be thinking, I love this woman, I want to be with this woman, my gosh, you know, she's made this big decision. No, she's in survival mode. She's heading towards you, Capricorn, because she's sabotaged her marriage by flirting with a much younger guy. What is the energy between you and this woman, Caps? Ten of Cups. She thinks she'd live a beautiful, happy life with you, and as far as you're concerned, she's your Ten of Cups. But I think this is someone who's looking for stability, Capricorn. And I hate to say that. And this is a woman who is still married. So yes, I mean, you guys may be very happy if you are happy to take her in. But you may have a very angry husband running after her, causing you problems. And I think, Caps, that's why we have the Knight of Swords. I mean, you're hoping to marry her, Emperor. But the Knight of Swords is you finding out something, Cappy, that may make you feel very angry. If she's made out that she's separated from her husband and she wants to be with you, that's rubbish. What are you asking her here? Eight of Cups, yes. What were the conditions which caused you to leave your husband? I mean, what actually happened? You're asking questions, Eight of Cups. Because Capricorn, there's a moon there. You may feel she just walked out in the middle of the night, you know, that sort of thing. You want to know more. What actually happened? What is she going to say to that? I simply had enough of the marriage, Nine of Wands. It was too much for me. It was too much for me. There was a really big argument. Eight of Wands. There was a really big argument. And I was in my head for quite a long time. And I realised I wanted to heal the connection with you, which isn't actually strictly true, Capricorn, is it? It's not true. Guys, I don't want to, again, rain on your parade. If you love this woman, you need to sit her down, say, okay, my love, tell me the truth. What really happened is okay. If you sabotage your marriage, if you flirted with somebody else and your husband got angry, I just need to know the truth. Because, Cappy, This is quite a serious situation. I mean, she may want to move in with you, live with you for a while. I mean, this is somebody who's going to get your hopes up, but she betrayed you in the past. I mean, what's going to happen if you really fall in love with her all over again and then she runs back to her husband? That's not going to be fun, is it? So what are you guys going to do? She's going to land herself on your doorstep. You're the love of my life, Capricorn. I've decided to leave my husband for you. But what you're going to figure out is she had a massive row with her husband. She walked out. She had nowhere to go. And so she has just landed herself on you. So what is going to happen going forward? All right. Capricorn, you're going to go right the way back to the beginning. You're going to treat her almost as a friend. What you're going to say to her is, look, it's good news that you've come back. I'm pleased about that. I was angry before, but okay, this is good news. Page energy though, Capricorn, you're not making any promises. And then you are going to ask her to tell you everything. No holds barred. You want her to know that you realise that she's not telling you the truth. You may make a joke of it, Cappy, just to put her in, you know, a more comfortable situation. Not to scare her off. You may say to her, okay, sit down, honey, have a drink, have a coffee. What really happened? Come on, you can tell me. Come on, what did you do? Cappy, you're going to lull her almost into a false sense of security because you want her to admit the true situation she's in because it's very important. You don't want her husband to break down the door looking for his wife, finding you two living together, because that could put you in a really awkward situation. What is her reaction? Yeah, she's going to be a little bit defensive because what she's going to realize, Capricorn, is you don't really believe her. And she's thinking, oh, God, okay, Capricorn doesn't really believe me. Queen of Cups. Cappy, she's not going to tell you exactly what happened, although you know, if you resonate with this reading, because it's come out here. She's simply going to say, but Capricorn, I just fell in love with you. I realised that I was in love with you. That could be true, but she's still left a very messy situation behind relating to her husband. Is she still married? Wow. Yeah, she's still married. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Her husband can be very sharp, all about the money, all about the stability. He may also be quite strategic, but she is legally married still. So Cappy, with that knowledge, you will make a decision as to what you need to do. You may say to her, look, I have feelings for you too. I was very excited that you came back to me, but you have to understand from my point of view, I don't want issues with your husband if you're still married and you sort of just walked out of your house. So maybe the best thing to do is, of course, you can stay here for a few days if you want to, but this isn't permanent. I think you should go back to your husband. And if this relationship is really over, you should talk about divorce. If you make the decision to do that, come back to me and we can then pick this up and discuss going forward. I think that's what you're going to do, guys. I think that's what you're going to do. Yeah. Capricorn, you guys may end up living together in the future, but I think what you're doing is, in the nicest sense, you're letting her stay for a few days, but you're going to say, okay, time's up. You've been here a week. I think you should go back to see your husband. You're going to force her to do that. You don't want her, saying to you, all right, well, I'm going to bring all my stuff over and just live with you. No, you're standing your ground because you want her to know this is a serious situation. And she has put you in the nicest sense in a difficult situation here. But I think you guys in the future could end up living together. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope it's helped. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings, Caps. Bye now.